Right? Shalom.
Shalom.
Give no praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and giving double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. And shalom to the brothers out there that's pushing this truth with 100% sincerity and in all truth, man. Right? Just with the brother Razar, man. And we just came across, he came across an article that he earlier posted in the chat, man. And we just thought we might as well do a video on it, man, because Esau, he's really got to go, man. Right? Because he's doing such an abominable things in this world today that, hey, he's got his judgment coming to him.
That's right.
Now, it says, this is the title of the article, it's on the independent.co.uk, and it says, world's first baby born using new three-parent technique, man, right? This is some sick stuff right here. It says, hopefully this will tame the more zealous critics, and we will witness soon a birth of the first mitochondrial donation baby in the UK, man.
If I can say, because I didn't quite understand that sentence there. This will tame the more zealous critics. Is it? Because I remember, I don't know if it was a similar sort of thing, but not too long ago I did a video with some other brothers, where basically Esau's aim is to be able to get two guys to have a baby, and this is kind of looking like the same thing. And by that quote, I'm assuming it's the same thing, especially, man. This man's a damn devil and he needs to be put down, man.
That's right, man. That's right. Now it says the world's first created using a controversial three-parent baby technique has been born in Mexico. It has been announced. Now, we was also, reasoning on the fact that they went to Mexico because there's no laws, over there in Mexico saying that you can't do this and you can't do that, man. So it was just one of Satan's wicked ways to get this wicked act carried out, man. By bringing it over to Mexico.
Sort of like how Esau would take women into international waters to give them abortion pills.
Can't. That's right, man. According to critics, the procedure is tantamount to genetic modification of humans or even playing God, man. And that's what Esau is perfect at doing, trying to play God, trying to play the Most High, because he doesn't believe in the Most High, man.
Yeah, I got a precept straight for that. Right, it says Ezekiel 28:2 says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, right? Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of the God. And although it says Tyrus there, it's talking about Esau now. Because who else right now is saying, I am a God? You literally there, you could read it there.
Exactly.
It says playing God. Right? It says, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, right? And here, listen, it says, yet thou art a man and not God. Thou, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, man. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And this is what he's trying to do, man. He's used the wisdom that the Most High gave him to do all of this wickedness, right? But the Most High is the one with the last laugh. Because the Most High gave him this knowledge so he can do this wickedness, so that the Most High is justified in destroying it.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's how bad Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is. It tells you that Yahweh is terrible, man. And that's a perfect example of the terribleness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, if you get on the wrong side of it, man. Right? Esau was just created to be wiped out, man. That's why he's being given leeway to do all of this wickedness in his time right now, man. Like the brother said, just so he can be judged, man, and put to death. It's as simple as that, man. It also tells you in the scriptures, man, that the wicked will not seek after Yahweh, man. They're not all in his thoughts. So this is perfect proof of that, man. Trying to play the Most High and trying to do things that are not even they're not righteous, man. Right? What else does it say here, man? Basically, it says that the child's mother had Lee syndrome, a failed disorder that affects the developing nervous system and would have been passed on to her mitochondrial DNA, man. So what Esau tried to do is go around that, right? Go around the judgment of the Most High of this woman having this disease and try and offer her a way out, man. Well, the Most High already pronounced the judgment on this woman, man, right? So it's not up to Esau to then intervene and try and give her a way out, man, right? If that's her judgment, that's her judgment, man. But Esau, like the devil he is, he has to come and go and slide up in there and try and offer his way out, man. Right? Now I'm just going to get a quick scripture. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1, and it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds," man. And that's talking about Esau, man. You so-called white people, man. Namely the elites, man. And these people in power today, working evil upon their beds and devising iniquity, man. Because a day doesn't go past, man, where you don't see an article come up where Esau's doing some madness, whether it's fusing, the genes of a pig and a human, or it's putting a pig heart inside a human, or
putting ill DNA in fucking tomatoes.
All kinds of badness, man. I saw an article the other day where they were talking about how the food police were busted one Italian village, and they were basically painting olives, man, using some chemical. Now, why would you need to do that? Even though this system's fucked up, there's an abundance of olives on the earth, man. Why would you need to make fake olives?
Hey, man, but it's because Esau, man, the way Esau set this thing up, man, you got an overuse and basically loads of, there's a campaign right now in London, basically get food waste down. Why? That's because these supermarkets, man, they get in too much food, man.
Yeah.
As we always say, I'm pretty sure olives are seasonal.
Yeah,
I don't know
too much,
they ain't supposed to be available all the year round, man. But the way Esau has a society, man, you got loads of people wanting and wanting and wanting and wanting.
Yeah.
And the land, it just can't handle it, man. That's why it's bringing forth bad crop.
Yeah.
And wrong coloured olives.
yeah. That's right, man. You got any more scriptures up?
Just the ones you asked me to hold.
I'll just bring this one out. This is Isaiah chapter 24, and this is verse 5, and it says, "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws and changed the ordinances, man, and broken the everlasting covenant." So that's exactly what Esau is doing. From doing stuff like this, you're going against the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Right? You're trying to introduce your own laws into the system that don't work, that do not correspond with the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the atoms and ordinances of how things are built, man. You're trying to go against that with all this GMO food. You're trying to genetically modify people. You're trying to put mechanical hearts inside people. Well, they're already doing that. There's people walking around with robot hearts, man. That's madness, man. There was news of a guy that was trying to get a head transplant as well.
Oh yeah, that's still going ahead, I believe.
That's madness, man. If they do that, then what's next, man? If a guy's got a head transplant, which I believe that won't work anyway, right? But that's this Esau trying to push things to the limit, man. Right? He has no fear. This devil will delve into anything and risk even his own existence in doing so, which is also in the scriptures, man. If you leave Esau into his mad devices, surely enough he's going to destroy his own self anyway.
Hey, man, it's like having a little kid, man, and giving that kid an abundance and giving that kid power. Hey, if you watch Game of Thrones, Joffrey, man, Joffrey, he was just going, he was a madman. You don't give a madman power. But why has the Most High done? Why has the Most High given a mad little boy power? So that mad little boy can show us how not to live, and can show these heathen nations what happens if you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and if you do and promote wickedness all over the earth. Because this destruction that Esau's going to get is going to be for a memorial forever and ever as to what happens if you live ungodly.
That's right. That's right, man. So we just wanted to do a quick sit down on that.
Just one more. It says Isaiah 29:16 says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay." And Esau turns everything upside down, man. Here it is. If you're back in even when I was growing up, and I'm not even that old, it was a man and a woman that had babies.
That's right, man.
And anything that they were doing in labs was to put a sperm cell inside an egg. But once again, that was him circumventing the Most High, because what? The Most High don't want you to have babies, you ain't gonna have babies. That's right. That's the way it is.
That's right.
It says, for the works, for shall the works of him that made it, he made me know. And that's literally what Esau says. Esau says there is no God, man. Esau says, what God? Esau says, prove it, man. Esau says, have you got proof?
Can't.
You know, Esau says, hey, there was evolution, man. There was this old big accident, this, that, and the other. You know, but you know, it says, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. And that's what Esau's doing. He's saying that the Most High had no understanding when he made it that a man and a woman have a child.
Yeah.
He says the Most High had no understanding when he said a man shall not lay down with another man.
Correct.
That's what Esau did, man. He's saying the Most High don't know. But hey, the Most High's gonna show you, man.
You trying to so-called correct what the Most High set up, man. But anything the Most High set up, it's already set up perfectly, man.
Yeah.
If a woman can't have a child, she can't have a child, man. It's not because there was a fault in the system somewhere. It's because the Yahweh Shai set that up as judgment, man.
That's right. Hey, you got this saying, you can't fix what's not broken, man.
That's right.
You know, and you also got this saying, you can't reinvent a wheel, man. You know, Most High's got this wheel perfectly, and this wheel works perfectly fine. You know, you roll it and it rolls.
That's right.
You know, the wheel can't be reinvented, but Esau's goddamn trying.
Can't. Hey, just want to get something quickly, man. Because you spoke on the will, man. Just reminded me of the scripture, like. Right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18:1, and it says that he that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will, man. Right? For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them for profane, man. Right? So that's the Lord right there, man. Like that sums up everything in the Lord. Like everything goes by his will, man. Right? If you want something to happen, it's gonna happen, man. If a woman's not gonna have a child, she ain't gonna have a child, man. If you're gonna be born with one leg, you're gonna be born with one leg. It's all the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You can't get around that. Right? If you go to Esau trying to modify things, you're trying to go against the spirit, you're gonna receive a greater judgment anyway, man. Right? Because this is the Most High's plan, man. This is the Most High's game. This is the Most High's movie, man, that you're watching. Right? And only the Most High is entertained through this, man.
Hey, man, but the scriptures do say, man, that day, man, we shall laugh at your calamity, man. So we gonna laugh too, man.
That's right, man. That's right, brother. Yeah, man, that's it, man. Like, you got anything else, brother?
Yeah, no, it's me, man.
All right, man. So we're signing out, man. Giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And shalom to you brothers out there that's pushing this word diligently, man. Shalom.